Everyone, this is Anna from Koala Soap, and today I'm going to be making an oatmeal Kaolin Clay Shea Butter soap, and I'm going to be using this mold, and I'm really hoping I have enough to put into my favorite cloud wave mold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with 2 cups of shea butter, a 1/4 cup of oats, which I'm going to grind down, a 1.5 teaspoons of Kaolin Clay. And for the scent today, we're going to be using Red Apple by Brambleberry. So the first thing I'm going to do is start warming up the shea butter because we want it to be fairly cool before we add in all of our additives. So we'll go ahead and get this warmed up so that we can start letting it cool down. Okay, so we have our shea butter melted. It's about 150, so it's a little hot right now, which is perfect because this allows us to work on other things. So I have my Kaolin Clay out. I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of unground oats. These will most likely settle to the bottom regardless because they're heavy, and that's fine. And then I'm going to take this, which is 3/4 cup, and I'm going to go ahead and grate it down. And I'm using this little smoothie mixer. If I can find it, I will show you. And so basically I'm using this, it's called the Magic Bullet, and it just makes smoothies, and it gets me a lot further than a coffee grinder. So then I'm basically going to screw this on, and then I'm going to go ahead and grind the oats. Okay, so now you can see that they're pretty grinded down, and it's almost like a powder. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to be using the red apple. I'm going to put in about 2 ml of the red apple. We're now down to 140 here. Okay, we'll just let that sit for a second, and I'm going to start mixing my Pink Watermelon by Stardust Micas. Okay, and then to mix our mica, I'm going to do this. Take a dropper. Well, this is my clean one. Put a dropper full of alcohol. Mix the mica in there. I just want it to be a real faint pink, and this will make a nice one. Okay, and of course you can add as you need to if you want it to be a little bit darker. This is really starting to thicken up. Now for this, I'm going to be using my little frother to try to keep everything suspended, except the oats that I did not grind will most likely sink to the bottom, and that's okay. But I do want the Kaolin Clay and the ground oats to be more suspended, so I really do need to let this cool down. I'm not sure how cool yet, but I will let you know as soon as I can feel it here. Okay, so our shea butter is now 123, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix in the oats. It's a lot of oats. And the Kaolin Clay. Okay, and we're going to add in the Kaolin Clay. And we're going to use a larger chopstick for this. And it's all at the top, which is good because that's telling me it'll suspend a little bit better. Now, if you think that this is going to be too thick, feel free to add in a little bit more shea butter, but I think this will be nice. You can see it, the fact that it's staying on the top is really good. It tells me it's going to stay a little bit more suspended. So the colder it is, and we're in the mid 120s, we're lower than that now, I'm sure, since I added this. Actually, we can go ahead and measure. 117. So I still want to use this just to kind of mix it all in a little bit. Okay. We'll add some of our oatmeal in. And I do expect that that might sink to the bottom just because it's heavier. Okay, and then we will go ahead and pour. And I'm really wanting to do this in the cloud mold, so I'm only going to do a couple here. And I'm going to do as many as I can in the cloud mold because I really like this mold. I mean, you can't make an ugly soap in this mold. Well, I probably could, but and that one's not going to have quite enough, but it'll get us there. Okay, squirt it with alcohol. Okay, and then we're just going to wait for the unmolding. Okay, here we are. We're ready for the unmolding. And looks really nice. The oats, I thought the oats, it actually isn't as, they didn't sink all the way down like I thought they would, but that's great because now it's mixed throughout the soap. If you look in the back, you could see how it nicely mixed in. You can see the little speckles of oatmeal. Smells great. Okay, and then there's the back, so you can see the oatmeal nicely dispersed. So the trick is wait for it to get as cold as possible. It's nicely, this one's going to stay home because it's a shorter bar, but really nice. So it works out. So basically you just have to wait for it to be as cool as possible before you pour. So you can see the back and then the front. It smells great. So we have oatmeal, Kaolin Clay, shea butter, and it's scented with red apple from Brambleberry. And we use Stardust Mica just a little bit to give it a little bit of a pink tinge. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the videos, and we will see you later.